Hey guys, welcome back to Sex with S. My name is Salwani M and I am the sex conversationalist. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you, and thank you so much for coming back and tuning in. If you're new, please look around your screen. I'm pretty sure there's a red subscribe button somewhere there. Tap on it, join us, and let's chat about sex, baby. I just wanted to have a chat about confidence and like self-love. I think it's important to just be confident overall as a human being, to love yourself, and to know that you are the shit, but I'm gonna go like very specifically in terms of your confidence when it comes to your sex, like your sex life. I think it goes without saying that it's important for you to love yourself before you can put yourself in a situation where someone else, or where you feel the need for someone else to love yourself and often to love you. And often in sex, I think when you have sex with someone, most of us, we even if it's not in a relationship, we go off of knowing that the person we are engaging sexually with is loving us, like they appreciate what you look like and whatever, and just not just what you look like. I guess if you're not in a relationship, really it's often about just what you look like. But my point is just that, like, when we do have sex, I think it is very important to know that the person you're interacting with is attracted to you. It's important for even your sexual pleasure, so that goes without saying and we can't argue it. But I think it's kind of like, I hope you agree, I think it's kind of weird that you can go into a space where you want someone to be attracted to you or to appreciate like you, when you yourself are struggling to do that, like I think that's pretty messed up. It's weird, and it opens doors, it opens the door to the constant seeking of external validation, which is not necessarily, like, it's not a good thing. I don't think needing external validation is a good thing for anyone. So like being confident and loving yourself, it's important when it comes to sex, because it translates to your mental health or your esteem, your self-esteem and what it's based on. So I think it's just important. Personally, I think that I've never struggled with confidence, man. Like, I've always been so assertive, especially when it comes to me. I feel like I've always had to protect myself from a very young age, from different kinds of things, So I definitely don't fail at that, like protecting myself, affirming myself, and just knowing that I'm bomb. I've never struggled with that. It was kind of like, obviously when I started having sex, it was kind of different. Like, I had to love myself in a different environment now. Prior to having sex, I didn't care like how anybody else perceived me. I was very much comfortable with what I saw in the mirror and what I thought of myself. So when I started having sex, that thing started mattering, like how this person is seeing me. Like, I started thinking about it, being conscious of it. And because I was confident, or I like really was content with myself, I was sharp with who I was, when I started being sexually active, I started to, I want to say, sexually liberate myself, in the sense that I started to appreciate my skin bare. I started to appreciate the shape of my body, like to the extent of taking nudes. I think I would take nudes. I would take nudes all the time, not even to send to anyone, just for me to look at myself and just appreciate myself. Hey, and I still do it. I still do it till today. I just absolutely love seeing my body as it is, you know, so that I can remind myself that, you know what, girl, you know, know who you are, love yourself before you can put yourself in that situation where like you're engaging with someone else sexually. Because like, what if this person is not attracted to you at all and they're literally just having sex with you? Then now you are seeking validation from someone who's literally going to belittle you, you know. And it happens that people take advantage of others just for sexual pleasure. It happens. Like, it's not out of the question, it's not far-fetched. It happens very, very often. Another thing that I started doing in the attempt of like emphasizing or assuring myself that I was confident and that I would never not love myself because of, or would never not see beauty in myself because someone I'm interacting sexually with doesn't. Another thing that I started doing in the attempt of doing that was touching myself. Like, I was literally just like, and I have a weird relationship with my breasts. I would like embrace them often, like physically embrace them. I still do that. This is just me reminding myself that I love myself and that it feels good to hold me, you know. Yeah, here's another thing that I also started to do. I don't know, like this I started doing like now, like in my once I had gotten into like being sexually active, I started, I don't even know if I was doing this consciously, and I don't know if it was a good thing, if it's a good thing. I stopped caring how I was being perceived or how my sexual partner was seeing me, and I started deciding how I wanted to be seen. And like, if I decide that this is how I want to be seen, that's how I'm gonna look like. And if he catches a different image, that's really on him. What I decided I was greatness, and nobody's gonna argue with that. That did like, oh, can I just say, it did a hell of a job in terms of affirming my confidence, you know, within myself. It's one thing for like other people to tell you how great you are or how good you are or whatever. That's totally one thing, and undeniably it's a big influence to your confidence level. However, the basis should always be yourself. You should always come back to yourself and say, do you like this? And coming back to yourself, like, don't take it lightly, guys. You need to be objective with yourself. You know, you can't be biased just because nguwe. Like, sometimes you're not, like, sometimes you're not perfect, actually. Just, that's a fact. You are not perfect, and so you're not gonna come here and pretend like you're perfect. You can't pretend to yourself that you're perfect, but you have to see all the positives. You have to see them. You have to know them. Yeah, within yourself before you can go out and have someone else try to find them or see them. Because I feel like if you don't see those things in yourself, you don't portray them. Like, you are not those things, like, and no one will see it if you don't see it. So confidence is important. If you do not have confidence, it could lead to, like, I think, very hectic mental health issues, you know, because you find yourself now seeing yourself through other people. What someone else is saying you are, that's who you take yourself as. And it's awesome if you have people who just see you as greatness, but it's rare that people see you as greatness if you don't see that in yourself. It's very rare. And it's totally terrible if you have people that don't rate you at all around you, because those people are gonna reflect all your flaws, or point out and emphasize on all the negatives about you, and that's what you're gonna think of yourself, and that's the energy you're gonna exude, which is ultimately bad for you, you know. So I think there's a lot of work that needs to be done in terms of confidence prior to having sex. Those things are like your upbringing, that kind of thing is important in terms of establishing your confidence in yourself. Me personally, here at home, like I wasn't I've never felt like an ugly kid or a beautiful kid. Like physical appearance was never a thing. I was a big baby. No, I wasn't a big baby. I was chubby as a child. Still am. But like it wasn't a thing. No one would say, girl, you're fat at home. But when I went out to people, those things would happen. But because at home I already didn't see myself as that, it didn't matter when I went out to people and they started doing that or saying those things to me. It didn't count, because I knew who I was. I knew what I am, you know, and I was fine with it, and like I didn't see it as a negative. So if you see it as a negative, that's truly on you. So like things like your upbringing, the people you surround yourself with, like, and it's kind of weird because when you're a kid you barely can make, like, you can hardly make a good decision in terms of friends, but you know, though the good or the bad friends you choose, they also influence like how you ultimately love yourself. So just consider these things when you reflect in terms of whether or not you are confident in yourself when you have sex. Like, ask yourself that question and evaluate it based on literally everything that could possibly influence your confidence, and work on it, because I think undoubtedly your confidence levels definitely, like, undoubtedly, they elevate the level of pleasure you get from sex when you are there and you are that fully confident, or you're more confident than before. You do get some sort of pleasure from that, and I don't think we should take that lightly at all. You know, I almost want to share that I feel like because of my confidence, I actually like am present, and I savor like my sexual experiences, you know. That's me, and that's why I think confidence is like really important, because it does help you in increasing the level of pleasure you get in those situations. And just overall in life, confidence just helps you. So just reflect on whether you are confident enough, or if you can be more confident, and if you can, work on it, because you're gonna benefit from that, you know. And confidence is not narcissism. So guys, please just know that. Yeah, that is it from me. I just wanted to have like a quick easy chat about something that I think is important when we have sex, that could help us in the type of sex we have. Yeah, if you liked this video, please hit the thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, again, please hit the thumbs up. That is it from me, the sex conversationalist. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.